The connection between light and color is a fascinating interplay rooted in the physics of light and the way our eyes perceive it. Understanding this connection involves delving into the nature of light, the concept of color, and how our eyes and brains interpret the various wavelengths of light. Here's an exploration of the connection between light and color. 1. Nature of light. Electromagnetic spectrum. Light is a form of electromagnetic radiation that exists on a spectrum, ranging from short wavelengths, e.g., gamma rays and X-rays, to long wavelengths, e.g., radio waves. The visible light spectrum is a small portion of this spectrum that our eyes can detect. Wavelengths and colors. Different colors of light correspond to different wavelengths within the visible spectrum. Shorter wavelengths are associated with colors like violet and blue, while longer wavelengths are associated with colors like red and orange. 2. The role of photons. Photon emission. Light consists of particles called photons. When atoms or molecules absorb energy, they can emit photons as they return to a lower energy state. The energy of the emitted photon corresponds to the color of light. 3. Color perception. Human vision. The human eye is sensitive to a range of wavelengths within the visible spectrum. Specialized cells called cone cells in the retina are responsible for color vision. There are 3 types of cones, each sensitive to different ranges of wavelengths corresponding to the primary colors, red, green, and blue. Additive color mixing. The additive color model is based on combining different colors of light. Mixing red, green, and blue light together in varying intensities can produce a broad spectrum of colors. This is the basis for how electronic screens, e.g., monitors and TVs, generate colors. Subtractive color mixing. Subtractive color mixing involves mixing pigments or dyes. As pigments are added, more wavelengths are absorbed, and the resulting color is subtracted from the mix. This is the model used in traditional art with paints and in color printing. 4. Prisms and dispersion. Prism effect. When white light passes through a prism, it undergoes dispersion, meaning that different colors of light are bent by different amounts. This separation of colors is responsible for the creation of a spectrum. 5. Doppler effect. Color shift due to motion. The Doppler effect can cause a shift in the perceived color of light. When a light source is moving toward an observer, the wavelengths appear compressed, resulting in a shift toward the blue end of the spectrum, blue shift. Conversely, a light source moving away appears shifted toward the red end, red shift. 6. Interaction with materials. Selective reflection and absorption. Objects appear colored because they selectively reflect and absorb certain wavelengths of light. The color we perceive is the result of the wavelengths that are reflected back to our eyes. Structural color. Some colors are not due to pigments but rather the result of the physical structure of an object. Structural color arises when microscopic structures interfere with certain wavelengths of light, causing them to be reflected. 7. Atmospheric effects. Scattering of light. The Earth's atmosphere scatters shorter wavelengths of light, blue and violet, more than longer wavelengths, red and orange, which is why the sky appears blue during the day. Conclusion. The connection between light and color is a complex interplay of physics, biology, and perception. From the generation of colors through the emission and absorption of photons to the way our eyes and brains interpret these wavelengths, the science of light and color is a rich and intriguing field. Understanding this connection enhances our appreciation of the vibrant spectrum of colors in the world around us and the ways in which light interacts with the materials and atmospheres it encounters.